Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champagne here with you. We're back once again in the wonderful world of Storekeeper. It's been a while since we played this one. It's been about a month since the last time we've been here to our little warehouse, and they've had a couple of updates to the game that we wanted to take a look at. So, in terms of the things that they updated, if I look at my screen here, they added a thing here called side jobs, so we can start earning with a company called Nordwell, where it says a new app called Side Jobs is available. If we take a look, it might be on my phone. I'm thinking. However, I picked my phone up. I thought it was cute to pick my phone up. Um, I'll have to remember how I picked my phone up. How do we get to our phone again? It might be. We'll figure it out. But yeah, there's a new app called Nordwell where you'll be able to earn some extra cash with zero investment. When the update drops, there'll be one side job available for Nordwell. They'll be using your warehouse for supplier transit. Your job: follow storage conditions, be on time, and check the equipment. Another thing that they changed is they've given us some new upgrades and some new features. So you can buy additional trucks directly from the upgrades page. On that same page, there are also new upgrades available, including increasing your cart size and boosting the number of delivery orders. So if we go in here and take a look at what we got, so here's those side jobs. So Nordwell, so this is like going to be special equipment that we need to have. So can our supplier use your warehouse to store equipment for a few days? Sure, that works. So this special equipment is going to show up, and so yeah, it says 3 days of storage left. We've got a working TV and 2 broken electric kettles. So we're going to take care of that. That's going to be a thing that's going to happen for us. And then if we take a look, the upgrades. So this is under improvements. So yeah, we can get an extra truck for $5,000. We can we can get a bigger cart for $3,000. We can add an extra delivery truck to our fleet for $1,000. So that wouldn't might be nice, but that's not the same as an extra delivery truck, or is it? Oh no, that's more orders, but that's an extra truck, so that's kind of confusing. So I think that's supposed to say increases maximum number of delivery orders, but that's got the wrong thing listed there. And then we could just get bigger and bigger carts. So if I had $5,000, I could get myself an extra delivery truck, but I don't have $5,000, and I still have to pay Andy $6,000. Another thing that I noticed is that way up in the upper right, they now have the money in our level. I don't think that that was there before. I don't remember that being there before. So we'll have to. I don't recall that being like that. I also have a bunch of stuff that's sitting out here on the ground, and I don't know why that's there. I don't remember that being on the ground. So this goes in the so this goes in the fridge now. All right, so the cheese goes in the fridge. So we're going to take that, put that there. This is going to go in the freezer. So again, I don't know why that ended up on the ground, or on the floor rather. So we're going to, let's close that. Let's actually set that down. Close that door. So open that, pick that up, and set that there. Yeah, I don't know why that stuff ended up on the ground there. This, I think, so this is, okay, this all has to get refrigerated. So it looks like a lot of our stuff ended up outside for some reason. So we'll put it all back away. This gets refrigerated. These also get refrigerated, or little yogurts for sure get refrigerated. The boxes, I don't think do. Yeah, this goes in a dry place. Oh, yeah, and I forgot my head's in the way. I'm going to move my head out of the way. Yeah, I've got to have my head in the middle on this one. That's right. Always forget about that part. So that way everyone can see the stuff on the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, some milk dessert. Yeah, these go in a dry place. All right. So and it's been so long since we played this. I can't remember if that was like that before or not. If I left all this stuff sitting in the cart. I don't feel like I did, but I mean, anything's possible. And this is all butter, including luxury butter. It's good to have luxury butter. There's all that. So that's all good to go. Here is our equipment. So this is going to go here. So we're going to store that, I guess, there. I don't know. And then here's our kettles. So that'll go, so that's for Nordwell. And I guess I just set that there. I don't know for sure. So we're just going to leave all that there because I think that was all for Nordwell. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to say that that's good. And I don't know what this thing is. What is that? First of all, oh, so this is the devices we want to test. Okay, so this is like a testing thing. So we'll put that there and maybe try testing it. See what's going on. It's smoking a lot. Okay, does that do me any good? I mean, other than saying that it's broken. So, electric kettle, store in a dry place, and I mean, I guess I can try this. So we'll pick that up, put that up there. Okay. Also smoking. Good to know. I think I already knew that. And how about you? We'll try this out. So put this up here. And see if you work. Were you the broken thing? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and just put all this back there because I think that that's all we need to do. I think this was just all for Nordwell. So I'm gonna leave it here. We're going to see what's going to happen with that. So that'll go back there. Okay. And now let's actually get to doing some business. Because it's been a while since we've done that. Let's go back into our list of things here. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of what we even did last time. So if we take a look, management, so here's all the things that we can do. So it looks like it separates it out. Maybe that was another thing that they did. A store slot limit system has been added. Now there's a cap to how many stores you can open. Oh, no, that's not there. I wonder if they changed. I wonder if this was like before that. Added product list filter. Now you can sort by store type. New corner window showing current money and rating. So that's up there. Fixed fridge door hitbox. Oh, that's why everything was out of the fridge. Numpad enter now saves the result in the calculator. Replay button no longer appears after a flawless delivery. So, but there's still this, which these are like the things we can do are separated from the things we can't, which is interesting. So the ones that we can do, 345 for that, 350 for that, 720 for that, 345 for that, 624 for that, 350 for that. So we can do this one, 720, deliver that. We'll do it with our loader because that's right. We have a loader, so I don't have to load this stuff anymore. And that's all taken care of. And then we'll also do the one for 624. Or can I not do that anymore because am I out of trucks already? Did I send a truck out before? Maybe I did. Yeah, maybe that was from, maybe I saved the game like midway through and I only had one truck left. Perhaps that was what that was all about. I guess I could look at maybe taking in an order, but I've only got $1,424. So if we go, oh no, that's what we have in stock. So that's the goods. Shipments. So these are the ones that we could bring in. Oh, and there's the Nordwell company that, again, I'm hoping we're going to be able to, I'm hoping that we're doing everything right for them. I don't know for sure. That's 1,032. That's 2,746. So I might hold off before I get anything else there. And maybe we'll just go ahead and call it a day. So management, we'll go ahead and sign out. I've got a tax invoice I have to fill out. Yeah, that must have been what happened. Is when we played last time, we just had some stuff that was left over that now I'm dealing with at this point in time. All right, so then now management sign up. Done. So we've still got this stuff out here for Nordwell. Again, I'm assuming at some point they're going to come back here and take it. We'll take a look and see if there's anything on that Nordwell app in our computer. See if there's something that I'm missing here. So side jobs, so special equipment, there's that. So, all right, can we use that? So TV, and this is stuff that's in storage. So they just want it in storage. So we got a working TV and two broken electric kettles. And I guess they'll come and take it. So yeah, they just want to, yeah, it's just there. I'm good with it. Shipments. No. We're gonna do the goods first. No, we're gonna go to the. Is it now? These are the businesses that we have. So that's our dairy. Oh, and so these are all the things that we had with the dairies. Oh, and that's right, because we don't have, and we're not selling anything there anymore. I don't believe. So I think I can unrent that because I think that we decided we weren't going to do anything there anymore. And I don't know if we have any supplies. I don't think we do. So I'm not gonna do anything with that because I can't remember what we had there and what we didn't. And can I back out of this screen? So that was the bakery. Oh no, the bakery we had, the bakery we got rid of because it wasn't making any money. But we do still have the dairy, and then we got to like send stuff to the dairy and try and get it to make more money at some point. But I do want to see what we can send out. So if we go to management, that's what we needed. So the two trucks that we can send out, 80829, that's going to go for sure. Can't find enough peach. So I guess we're not going to send that out. I thought we would have. So close or cancel. Other stuff we got. 1269 for that. Deliver loader. Can't find enough butter dessert. So that doesn't make any sense that all of a sudden it's giving us all these options when it can't find that we have those things. That one it can do. Okay. So that's good. And then that one, yeah, so that one it can't do. How about this one? Can we deliver that? No, can't find enough peach. So that's weird. Yeah, we don't have any peaches. So all those require peaches. And it seems like we don't have any peaches in the store. If I take a look out here, where are my peaches? Do I actually even have any? I do. No, those are onions. These are peaches. If I go out here and take a look, how many do I have? No, no, that's 1.54. And what do I have underneath it? Is that literally just short? No, that's weird. I've got 1.65. So it's odd that it's telling me that I don't have enough. I don't know why it would be saying that I don't have enough there. Because I do have 2.65. Or I have 1.65 rather. Because this is, yeah, if I pick this up and put it on the scale again, I mean, that is 1.65 kilos of peaches. So I don't know why it's saying that I don't have enough, because that certainly looks like it would be enough. Let's go back here and try one of these again. So management, deliver, loader. Now it worked. I don't know what the issue was there, but all of a sudden it found enough peaches. At this point, I have $2,599. And again, I feel like I just want to keep on getting through all the stuff that I've got. Oh, and I can't send anything off to the store. So I think what I'm going to do is at this point, I'm not going to keep the businesses anymore. So I'm going to unrent the. We're going to lay off the cashier. I will go ahead and pay their salary. So pay the salary. We're going to lay them off. We're going to unrent that because that's going to be better when we have more delivery trucks. Right now, we just got to have more delivery trucks available to us, and then we'll start going back into business for ourselves. And I think that's all we're going to do today. So that's it. Now, hypothetically, Nordwell should be showing up today to take away their stuff that we have in storage. So we're going to take a look again at the app here for the side jobs. Yeah, so they should be along at some point here. So place the listed products on the outdoor shelf. They're all on the outdoor shelf. The TV and the electric kettles are all on the outdoor shelf. So I guess they'll come around at some point and pick it all up because it's all there. I do believe, unless that needs to be put in an even better spot. So let's set this down. Let's put it up here for the moment, and then let's try and move that a little bit further back. Okay, and then we'll put this on there. Yeah, that should all be on the outdoor shelf, so I think we're good. So they'll eventually come and take that away and do whatever they're going to do with it, whatever the case may be. And let's go in and once again see what we can do in terms of jobs. So we've got 6 jobs available, $350 for that. What else? $10.30 for that. That's a good order. And then we're going to see what other ones we've got available as well. But that was a good start. That gets us up to $3,000. There's 1114. That's another nice one. So that brings us up to like $4,000. Yeah, I really want to get to $5,000 so we can get another truck here. That's really what I'm trying to do. So I'm hoping that with what we've got, I can then be able to get a third delivery truck, and that's going to help to open up a bunch of opportunities for us. They picked up the equipment, punctuality bonus $50, storage bonus $60. So we got $110 for doing nothing. That was just exactly what they said. In there, they said they'll be using your warehouse for supplier transit. Your job follows storage conditions. Be on time and check the equipment. So I guess we actually had to check the equipment as well while we were at it. But it's extra cash, zero investment. So if you want to make $110 over 3 days, that's how you do it now. So let's get in another day here. And yeah, we still got plenty of product there. So I'm hoping that I can find a couple things that are going to make us $1,100. That is the goal. Side jobs, no current orders. So maybe that's a one-time deal. We would like to work with Nordwell. Yes, what needs to be done? It's simple, except storage orders, store the equipment, then hand it over on time. Could you be more specific? We'll install a storage shelf for you. Okay, and also a special device for testing the equipment. This would have been nice to have read beforehand. Your task is to load the equipment onto the special shelf when the period ends. Using the device, you can check the equipment's functionality. You'll earn bonuses for that. So I guess maybe they'll have more orders at another point in time. I do not know. It'd be nice if they did. What other stuff can we send off? 420, 640. Can't find cheese milky, so that won't work. How about that? 517. That one works. And how about that? 350. I mean, I guess I can do that and get rid of some of the bread. So let's send some of that out. And that brings us up to $4,751. We're almost at $5,000 so we can get another truck in here. Almost there. So we're just going to keep on forging ahead. And again, we'll see if Nordwell's going to come back with another thing. They may not. That may have just been a one-time thing. But we'll take a look at it again. Yeah, that was it. So made a quick $110. And then we never heard from them again. I hope they take their shelves away if we're not going to do any more business with them, because I don't really need the shelves around there. All right, 8 orders. $6.59. Can't find butter lunch. I do want to take a look. We've got a bunch of butter. So let's see what butter we've got here. So that's butter dessert. That's butter dessert. No, we got butter lunch. So I'm gonna, maybe I just needed to look at it. So we're gonna go out here. I'm gonna try this again. So let's go back into management. Loader. Now it worked. So yeah, there just must be a thing where you need to go in and pick it up or something, and then it'll be good. So let's see, what was the other big one that we had. These are all 155. Oh, here's the other one. Loader. Perfect. So that will get us to the point where we now have $6,000. I can spend $5,000 to get myself an upgrade for another truck. So we'll have 3 trucks. That's going to be nice. So we're going to go to improvements. $5,000 to add an additional delivery truck to our fleet. Andy's probably mad that we're not paying him back, but it's okay. So $5,000 gives us 3 delivery trucks, and that's going to be nice for just giving us the ability to do more and more as we go along. Now, do we get that truck immediately, or does it show up tomorrow? Let's take a look. Is it already out there? It apparently shows up tomorrow. That's fine. I'm good with it. And we've still got plenty of stuff in the store that we've not sold, which is the other big thing. So we're going to just keep on seeing if there's more and more stuff that we can sell to wipe out our inventory. So there we go, 3 trucks. That's nice. And when we get to the point where we can start taking in more goods, we'll do a big delivery. Or we'll bring in a big delivery so we can just have more inventory here. Let's go, once again, management. We've got 8 things we can do. So let's see, 395, that's a good start. 789, that's a big one. Can't find the cheese milky, so let's go find that. We apparently just have to get hands on it. That's cheese lunch. Let's see. Is there cheese milky? No, we actually don't have any cheese milky unless this is it. No, there it is. So we just need to get hands on it. And now we should be able to get that sent out. So management, that was this one. Loader, done. Next up, let's see what we got here. Other ones that are big. 155, 227, 155. 400, I think, is like the last big one that we had. And then we can send one more off. So let's see, 155s, 227. And this one we may not have anymore because we may have gotten rid of all that. Oh no, we did actually have that cheese lunch. Cool. So that's all set. Now we have $2,000. So let's see if we can maybe bring in some goods here. So let's do shipments. Oh, and we have this one. Oh, that's the bakery. Now, okay, so bakery, dairy bakery, and the produce. So 1651, 1032, 2757. I might do this one for 1651. So let's bring that in. Because we are running out of product now. We've had a good long run of all the things. And I should not need to worry about like checking anything on this clipboard because we have the worker that basically ensures that everything that we say is on the truck is actually on the truck. So all I've got to do is just basically take it off the truck. But I don't really need to worry about checking the items on here because that's what our one, I forget what the name of the worker is, but yeah, we have a worker that basically ensures that everything that is supposed to be on here is actually on here, which is nice, not having to worry about that. So we get all this unloaded. I don't think that we can put the other milk on top of that. I don't think that works No, it doesn't. And it doesn't go up there either, so I'm going to have to make a second trip. The cheese goes in the fridge. So this has to get refrigerated. The cheese lunch, more cheese lunch. The luxury cheese for when you're really feeling fancy. Milk dessert can go there. Okay. So we'll get all that put away. More shelf-stable milk. So much shelf-stable milk. There we go. Some cheese luxury. And we still got a bunch of veggies over there that apparently never go bad. And I'm fine with that. But it's just interesting how those things are always fresh all the time. Or so we think. All right, that's good to go. And we only have $394 now, so we're not going to be able to do anything else. Let's go ahead and close that door. Close that door. I don't think it matters, but we're going to close it anyway. There's our lunch milk. Not to be confused with our dessert milk or our milky milk. They're all different from each other. They all have slightly different tastes or something. So I like to figure, oh, we got more lunch milk up there and more luxury milk up there. So lots of milk. I don't know why I'm bringing the cart back with me. It doesn't really make any sense. So we'll drop that off. I will have, so we do have to go into the computer, go to shipments, complete. Oh, we do have to put all the notes in still. So I do still have to do that. So 70, enter, and then down 70, enter, 16, enter, 16, enter. But again, I don't have to check anything. All we got to do is just fill it in, and then we can complete it. Because again, the worker that we hired, what was the name of the worker that we hired? What was that person? Who were they? And where were they? Where did we hire them? I know that we had employees here. The driver helper. That's who we had. So they work during deliveries and check suppliers during loading. So, I mean, is it worth it to keep them around for $300 a day? I don't know. I mean, maybe, but we may not need them. And then works in the warehouse, handles paperwork, pays worker salaries, and pays the rent. So that's interesting that we would actually have to have that. But I guess if you really want to get the ultimate of not having to do anything, you could have the accountant with you. The loader is definitely the big one. We could probably get away with not paying the $300 for the what you call it, for the driver helper. We probably don't need them. We're serving deliveries and check suppliers during loading. So I mean, all they do is they just verify that keeps it so you don't have to worry about counting anything. I don't think that's worth the $300. The $125 is definitely worth it for the loader. So yeah, we will definitely keep them all the time. Now I need to go over here and I need to sign my tax docs. Because we did have the one truck that came in. That's good. Now we can go ahead, go to bed. So let's do that. Or we could always hire the loader for the days where we actually bring in a shipment. But if we have days where we know we're not bringing in a shipment, then we don't need to hire the loader. Or the driver helper, rather. So on days where we're not bringing in a shipment, we don't need the driver helper. But if we know if we are bringing them in, we could bring them in for $300 just to make sure we don't have to check the quantities. Again, probably still not worth $300, I'm thinking. That still feels like it's a lot. So yeah, we're only paying $125 in salaries now, which is good. I feel like that's all we were paying before. I don't know. Because I thought that number up in the upper right was saying 180, was saying 125 going down each day. I could be wrong though. It's been known to happen many a time. So we're gonna go here back to we're gonna go back to management. Only 4 orders we can do today, but 927 in cheese. So that's big. And then 155 and another 927 in cheese. Also very nice. So we got $1,800 out the door just with 2 shipments, which is really good. And then I can do one more that's going to be 155 because we have three trucks we can send out. And now this is where I could possibly go about getting our business back with the dairy and start sending a bunch of dairy over there. That might be a good way to go, potentially, because I've got a bunch of dairy that is sitting in here, so I could send it off to the store and have it get sold there instead of just all sitting back here. That's an option. There are lots of ways, lots of things to think about in terms of like how do you want to balance everything. I don't think I have it the best way, but I've got it the way that I've got it for now. Um, in terms of shipments, let's take a look. 2,200, can't do that. 1032 for bakery. Maybe we'll bring in some more bakery products. Let's do that, sure. And again, this time we'll have to count it because I don't have my driver helper anymore. But I'm not really too that worried about that. I should check on Nordwell again, see whether or not they came back with something else. So we got some lemon luxury donuts. Looks like we got 12 of those. So we're going to go here. 12 of those. And then this bread, we got 12. Got 10, so there's 22. There's another 12, so that's 34. Got 12 there, so that's 46. 12 more, so that's 58. And 12 is 70. So that's all set. We were just a little bit short on that order. Now I'll bring all of this in. And this could all just sit on the floor right here. So there's the bread. Yeah, this all stores in a dry place. I don't know about the donuts. I think the donuts are also just in a dry place. Maybe not. I'm going to actually put those right there because that's the partial. The donuts, no, the donuts need to be refrigerated. I'm glad I looked at that. Otherwise, we would add funky donuts. Nobody wants a funky donut. It's never good to have a funky donut. Yeah, we got to get rid of a lot of that milk. That would be the benefit of opening the store again. So we may take a look at doing that one more time now that we have our 3rd delivery truck. So shipments, complete that one. Everything was successful. No losses. Go ahead, take care of our tax stocks for the day. And we'll check that Nordwell again just to see if there's anything there. I've got a feeling there won't be from here on out. Like that might have just been a one-time thing. Yeah, no current orders. Oh, no, it's right there. Take order. Oh, so it is there. Oh, so days of storage left. Oh, yeah, so you've got to do the take order. So for those of you that were screaming at your screen, Rusty, you hit the wrong button. I caught on. It just takes a while, as always. You know how it is with me. It always takes a while. So this is going to be 6 days of storage. So we'll go ahead, take that order. So no more storage requests for today. So that's probably sitting outside, I believe. There it is. So let's see. Is this the one that's good or not? So we're going to put that up there, test it. Seems like it's all right. It wasn't smoking. So we're going to set that there. Let's try this. So yeah, I guess we do always have to test them all. That one seems like it's all right because nothing's happening to it. So this should be the one that's busted. Let's hit the button. Yep, that is the one that does not work. I love the way that they indicate things that don't work. They just basically smoke like crazy. So that'll go there. So hopefully we'll make a little bit more money given the fact that those are getting stored for 6 days. That would be the hope at least. And if we go back here, oh no, I can't send out a third truck. I don't have a third truck. So maybe we'll take a look at that tomorrow, getting back into the dairy business again. Opening up, if we go back to the businesses, maybe going back to the dairy store and doing more with that, because we need a cashier to sell product to customers, and we would need the salesperson would just increase the number of items that could be sold per day. I think we tried that once, and I don't know if it was all that worth it, but I think we tried it one time. So let's take another look. So yeah, with the Nordwell, that's going to be 5 more days that we have that. So that will eventually all go. So yeah, just make sure you hit the button on there when you're doing this for Nordwell that says take order. Oh, there's another order. So another order shows up. Microwave, game console, and toaster. So I guess we can just keep on doing these over and over again. So this we'll maybe just take this and set it on the floor. So I guess every day we can do something that is in order. Learning something new every day with this. So microwave, this will just sit right here on the floor. Game console and toaster. So, all right. Good to know. And we'll have to just make sure we keep an eye on that all the time. So I've learned more about this. So that's there. They're gone. So actually I'm going to need that in there before the, I'm going to need to put that in there before the boom boxes. Because these items are only going to get stored for 4 days, and the boom boxes we're storing for 5. So maybe this is where it's going to be good to have shelves to put this stuff on. Not those, but maybe shelves like that. Might be able to get an entire storage shelf just for all of our Nordwell stuff. Perhaps. Not going to worry about it right now, though. So let's take a look at what we have to send out. So in terms of management, lots of orders that can go out today. And how big are they? So we want 2 of them. So this is a big order for $1,079. Send that one out. And then what's another one? $870. Oh man, the donuts are a lot of money. Wow. A lot of money for the donuts. So I am going to then get myself back, because we have $2,941. I am going to reestablish the dairy business. So we're going to do that. We're going to pay the salaries. We're going to hire a cashier. We're going to hire them. And now we're going to send a bunch of stuff off to there. So let's go ahead and send a shipment to the dairy. I believe we can do that. I'm trying to remember exactly how we do this now. So business, so supply. So only load products that match the store type. And then press supply to send it off. So we've got a truck that should be ready for loading. Out here now. And there it is. So now we're going to send a whole bunch of our milk off to the store. Just get rid of a whole bunch of this. And send it off and in the hope that it gets sold at the store for at least $120. Otherwise, we're losing money on this entire venture. Because it's not doing any good just having it sit here. So if it gives us another avenue to sell a bunch of this, then it's a good way to go. Let's go ahead and throw some more on here. Maybe some of this cheese while we're at it. So I got a couple of those cheeses. Maybe that yogurt. So let's take that and put that in there too. Sure. And maybe a couple more of these milk. And one more of those. Yeah, let's do one of those. Random selection. Send all this onto the truck, and then we'll come back one more day and see what we got out of the sales there. See how it did. So yeah, that cheese and then that yogurt. Good to go. A fine cornucopia of products on that truck going to our dairy business that we have once again reestablished. We had no trucks that came in. I should probably bring a truck in. So let's do that. 2753, 769, 2287. Yeah, let's do this because we're going to need a lot of dairy going forward. I cannot start a shipment during delivery. Oh, that's right. So we got to go there. Supply. Send that off. Now I can go in here, shipments, supply, bring that in to restock all of my dairy. There looked like there was a lot of things on this list. It looked quite extensive from what I saw here. So we're gonna open this door. Yeah, there's a wide variety of stuff here. So let's see. We got butter luxury. There's 6 of those. There's 9 of those. So was that 15 of the butter luxury? There was. So there's that. Here's butter dessert. We've got 9. We've got 9, so that's 18. We've got 8, so that's 26. So there's 26 of those. Butter lunch, wow. 2. And this is where it might be, that's where it's going to be helpful to send off all those partials to our store. So that's 19. No, 20. 20. 2, 9, and 9 is 20. I can really do math. I can. I know you don't believe me, but I can. Yogurts, okay, those can sit on top of there. So that's good. So we got 12 of that. We've got 8 of this one. So yeah, anything that's a partial is going to get sent off to the store going forward. So the yogurt, which one is this? This is the dessert. So the dessert we had 8, and the lunch we had 12. Again, I don't know what is the difference between like a lunch dessert, a lunch yogurt, and a dessert yogurt. It's such interesting names. I love these names on these things. Now what do we got? We've got our ice cream. So our Pinky ice cream. We have no the brain ice cream, just Pinky. There's 12 of those. So that's done. And then we'll come back out for the milk because I'm not going to be able to get that in here. I don't have space in this cart. That'll have to be the next thing I get is a bigger cart. We'll have to take care of that now that we have a third delivery truck out here. And again, one of these days we'll pay Andy off. At this point, it's not even asking me to. It's not even putting it up on the screen saying, please pay me. So I'm glad about that. There's the partial. I'm going to try and keep all my partials in their own place. So that way it'll make it easier for me to just send them back off to our delivery place, to our dairy store. Oops, there. That's what I wanted. So this is also a partial, so that's going to go on top of that one. That one's full, so it can go there. That one's full, so that can go there. That one is full. That one's a partial, so we'll send that off on its own truck. And then we've got 13 of these. then if I do that, that is the milk luxury. So I think I've got everything accounted for here. Yeah, everything has a note at this point. Go ahead, bring all this in. Maybe check on another Nordwell order while we're at it. Set all these up there. All right, that's all set. Good to go. Close that up. Check on Nordwell once more. I don't think I did that. And we can send that shipment away. So shipments complete. I messed nothing up. That's good. So, and we made $351 somehow on that. Or maybe that was from selling things at the bakery? Because our money went up $351.50 there. I'm assuming that maybe if we take a look at our business, was that, no, it doesn't say that there. So maybe we just made money from not biffing our order. I don't know. I'm surprised. That's the good job bonus or something. I'm not quite sure. And again, side jobs, Nordwell, take order, no more orders, so we don't have anything there. Let's go ahead, go to management, sign out. And then if we take a look in here real quick, just to see how much money we made. So $13.93 is where we are. And we can take a look, see if we got another Nordwell order and see how much we made at the bakery. So if we go here to business and take a look at that, we made $614. So that was definitely worth it. That was we sold a lot of product there. So if we can just keep a decent amount of product there, it would just be nice to know how much we had there. And I don't know if it in the goods screen, if it tells you. It does. So if we take a look, this will tell us at each of the stores what we have. So we do still have 58 pieces of bread at the bakery, but we don't own the bakery anymore. And this is everything that we have at the dairy store. We don't have a supermarket, so it's interesting that they've got that listed there. And then there's the electronics store. So, or maybe that's what they want? I wonder if that's what they want. Perhaps that's what they want. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting to see. Or is that what we have in here? Yeah, so that's all products. So like are these just all subsets? So like milk dessert, is that a subset? That is a subset. So maybe, so I'm guessing that's what we have here, but it's not necessarily what they want there. Oh no, that's what we do have there. So at that store, we have those items. So we have 10 lunch milk there. We have 16 dessert milk at that store. And we have none of those other items there. Okay, now it makes more sense. Now I got it. So we wouldn't necessarily want to send more of that there because they've already got a bunch of it there as it is. And we did make some money. So yeah, one more check of the Nordwell stuff. We did get another order here. So 2 TVs and a boombox. And I will need to make sure that I have those in a different place. So yeah, I'll eventually want to get another one of these shelves. So that way I'm not getting these all messed up with where they should be. So I'm going to set these here for now. Just like that. Put the boombox there with it. So yeah, just getting a small selection of electronics here on the floor. And then that'll leave us with the 3 trucks out there that we need to take care of. So yeah, they've it definitely added a few new things here. I like this entire thing here with Nordwell because again, it's just a nice way to make some quick money without really having to do anything. You just got to make sure that you always keep track of all the things that you have here on your computer. We got ourselves a 3rd delivery truck out there. You can barely see it out in the distance. So that's going to give us the ability to do 2 outbound shipments and then also send 1 off to our business, which we once again reacquired, the dairy store. So that'll give us a way to continue to make some more income as well. I'm glad that we came back to this. and gave it another look. We may continue to do some more with it here, see exactly how this Nordwell stuff will continue to pay off. But one way or the other, our business is definitely grown a bit, and you can't go wrong with that at all. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.